Minasan, konnichiwa, Sherlock desu. Hattori Hanzo, the legendary ninja and samurai whose exploits have gone down in history as one of the greats of Japan's Warring States period, or Sengoku Jidai. Hattori Hanzo has been depicted in countless different forms of pop culture, from Hollywood movies to games and anime. But here today, I want to look into the real Hattori Hanzo's life and accomplishments. The Sengoku period started in 1467 and lasted all the way through until 1568. It is during this turbulent time, in 1542, that Hattori Hanzo was born. Hanzo was born to a minor samurai family in Mikawa, now known as Igacho in Okazaki, Aichi. Hanzo's father, named Hattori Hanzo Yasunaga, was a samurai in the service of the Matsudaira clan, the clan that would later become known as the Tokugawa. Although born in Mikawa, Hanzo had strong connections in Iga, where he would regularly return home to visit his family. It is believed that Hanzo began his training in the ninja arts at 8 years old. Hanzo would make the long climb up Mount Kurama, north of Kyoto. It is said he had attained great skill over just 4 years and was an expert warrior. It would be at the age of 16 years that Hanzo would have his first taste of battle during a nighttime attack on Udo Castle in 1558. It is during conquests like this that Hanzo would display his legendary skill, strategies and fearlessness, earning him the nickname Oni no Hanzo, or Hanzo the Demon. During his time serving the Matsudaira Tokugawa clan, Hanzo would rise quickly through the ranks to become one of Tokugawa Ieyasu's most trusted advisors, tacticians and personal bodyguard. Hanzo would also play significant roles in many battles, including the Battle of Okehazama in 1560. Here, Oda Nobunaga led a daring and ultimately successful attack on a vastly larger Imagawa army. A siege on Kaminogo Castle in 1562. This siege allowed Matsudaira Motoyasu, who would later become known as Tokugawa Ieyasu, to take hostages of many members of the Imagawa clan. These hostages would be used to exchange for members of his own family. It is also during this siege that Hanzo was able to rescue Tokugawa's daughters. The siege of Kakegawa Castle in 1569. This would force the surrender of Imagawa Ujizune. The Battle of Anegawa in 1570. Here, Oda and Tokugawa forces would work together against the Azai and Asakura clans. This liberated the Oda clan from an unfair alliance with the Azai. The Battle of Mikatagahara in 1573. This battle would become known as Ieyasu's greatest defeat. Although avoiding a total disaster, it is here that Hanzo was awarded command of 150 Iga ninja as a reward for capturing a Takeda spy, named Chikuan. Hanzo was also able to enact a successful counterattack with only 30 men. The Battle of Nagashino of 1575. Here, Tokugawa and Oda forces rushed to the aid of Okudaira Sadamasa, who was under siege from Takeda Katsuyori. This is the battle where Oda Nobunaga's use and tactics with firearms would become famous. The Tensho Iga Wars of 1579 and 1581. During these two attacks from the Oda clan in an attempt to eradicate ninja and conquer the lands of Iga, Hanzo applied his brilliance in strategy and bravery, leading many ninja and people of Iga in guerrilla-style combat, first against Oda Nobunaga's son, Oda Nobukatsu, and then against Nobunaga himself after Nobukatsu's retreat. It is during the second invasion led by Oda Nobunaga that many ninja made a brave but ultimately doomed last stand before Nobunaga's victory over the region. Nobunaga used vastly superior numbers to overwhelm and take over the region. After this conflict, Hanzo returned to Tokugawa Ieyasu. It is during the turbulent time after Oda Nobunaga's death in 1582 where Hanzo's greatest accomplishment was achieved. That Ieyasu was left in the Kansai region undefended and surrounded by Mitsuhide's troops, ready and waiting to kill him. Hanzo was then able to sway the Koga ninja clans who he had assisted during the Tensho Wars into helping him transport Ieyasu across their lands. And so with Koga and Iga ninja working together, Hanzo was able to sneak Tokugawa back into Mikawa territory and back to safety. The battles of Komaki and Nagakute in 1584 and 1586. This was a series of battles fought between the forces of Tokugawa Ieyasu and Oda Nobukatsu against the forces of Toyotomi Hideyoshi. These conflicts came about as a resulting power struggle after Oda Nobunaga's death in 1582. The Siege of Odawara in 1590. This was the location for the main combat between Toyotomi Hideyoshi and the Hojo clan. Tokugawa Ieyasu was also assisting, and so Hanzo was on hand as well. Having served Ieyasu for more than 30 years and taking part in at least 10 battles, Hanzo was awarded a stipend totaling 16,000 koku, 30 yoriki assistants, and had 200 public officials at his service. Ieyasu also continued to employ Iga ninja as guards for himself, his family, castles, and homes. These ninja would remain under the direct command of Hattori Hanzo until his death in 1596. After Hanzo's death, he was succeeded by his son, also named Hattori Hanzo Masanari, who would, slightly less successfully, take command of the Igamono stationed as guards at Edo Castle. Hattori Hanzo's legacy, stories, and myth will live on far beyond his years, right through to the present day. With one of the main gates of Edo Castle, now the Tokyo Imperial Palace, named Hanzomon in his honour. And in 1978, Tokyo Metro opened the Hanzomon line. Hanzo can rest assured his legacy will continue. Hanzo's final resting place is in Sainenji Temple Cemetery in Yatsuya, Tokyo. Hanzo's remains are kept in the temple alongside his ceremonial helmet and his favourite spear, which was originally supposed to be 14 feet long, but was sadly damaged during a bombing raid in 1945. Sadly, there are not many records easily available detailing the actual actions taken by individual samurai during these battles, but I will keep hunting for it. There is still much to be learned about the life and times of Hattori Hanzo, so I will continue my research and will continue learning, and anything I find out, I will bring to you. And so until then, I am Sherlock. 皆さん、見るありがとうございました。後で会いましょう。Including the next one that I can't read yet. It is during the turbulent time after Oda Nobunaga, where Hanzo's greatest achievement was achieved. What? Accomplishment. There we go. Here, using his Iga ninja as bodyguards, Hanzo. This was the main location for the combat between the Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Boom! Oh, got there in the end. Oh, brain power.